Hey guys, long time no see. I know. Are people even saying that anymore? I don't know. Anyways, I'm back with another long form video, and I had to do this video because there has been so many interesting new launches in the skincare and makeup categories that I just had to sit down and give you a download on what's good, what's worth spending your money on, and what's just okay. Let's get started. Also, if you're new here, this is my first long form video postpartum, and I've decked up like this after what feels like ages, but I've only given birth 6 weeks back. So I'm feeling myself, but I'm also like, I look so different. Anyways, let's get started because I need to wrap up this video and go back to my baby. Okay, let me start off with skincare first because I think there are some really interesting products and new launches in this section. So Earth Rhythm has been doing some really interesting Korean inspired skincare launches, and the first thing that I have from them is their Mochi pudding cleanser. I have both the versions with me. We have the gentle cleanser, which is with oat milk and ceramide, and I have the brightening cleanser with matcha and glutathione. Now I have already done a shorts video. I really like these, and I personally prefer the matcha version more. I've actually emptied more than half of it. This is slightly more lightweight than the oat milk one. This one takes a little bit longer to wash off, and I find that this is slightly more oilier, so it would be best if you have extremely dry skin, or this would be best for the drier or colder weather as well. Having said that, if you are somebody who has not tried a mochi cleanser before from the Korean brands and want to give it a shot, I think this is a really good price point. I have two new very interesting skincare products that I don't want to talk a lot about just because I have just started to use them, but I quickly want to give a shout out. The first one again is from Earth Rhythm. It's their barrier repair capsule cream with vegan rose, PDRN and collagens. Again, I have not tried any PDRN related products from Korean skincare brands, so I think this was a great option for me because again, I don't want to just give into the hype of the PDRN skincare and spend a lot of money, but this is a great starting point for me as well. I've used this a couple of times, and I just don't know how to get the product in a very balanced way, in a sense that I always end up getting the gel portion of this a lot more than the balls portion, and hence I feel like it just makes my skin feel a little bit stretchy considering I have slightly drier skin right now. So yeah, but I'm going to continue to use this. But I think really interesting launch. The next interesting launch is this one from Plum. I am quite excited to be trying another Plum product after a really long time. This one is their new launch. This is their black rice and niacinamide-TXA 10% night clarity jelly serum. So basically, if you're on Insta, I'm sure you have watched their ads on this where they're saying that in ancient China, black rice was basically banned for regular people and stuff like that. It's really interesting the way they are running the campaign on this, and I think that also influenced me to buy it. And it's a jelly serum. One thing though, the product is so small. Look at the size of this. But I think I'm gonna try this on other pigmented areas on my body and let's see if it works. I am hoping it does. The texture is quite fun, so yeah, I don't mind using this on my body, but I'll keep you guys posted on how this works out. Another thing that influenced me to buy this is the fact that this is black rice. So I have used a lot of products from Haru Haru Wonder black rice range, and the products from that range worked out really well for me. So I'm hoping that this also does the same job, but I'll keep you posted. Before I move on to makeup, another really interesting launch is from Nykaa again. This is their collagen brightening mask. So again, if you have not tried any of the collagen masks from the Korean brands, then I think this would be a great start. I think this comes in 2-3 variants if I'm not wrong. I just picked this up randomly. I'm yet to try it. I just do not have the time. Okay, I'm 6 weeks postpartum, and I just thought this would be interesting for days when I'm really exhausted. So yeah, that's that. I just had to mention it. Well, now let's move on to some really interesting makeup launches. Well, at least I have some which I'm really excited to talk about. The first one is the Lakme lip oil. These are, I think, also a part of their Haya matte range, if I'm not wrong. Two shades with me: Boss Lady Brick, the red one, and Monday Mocha. I'll keep it short with these. The formulation on this is very similar to any other lip oil, the Gush Beauty lip oil, the Diam Beauty ones, although I think the Diam Beauty ones is slightly more nourishing. But these are, again, very hydrating, very nourishing. The only difference in this one is that these give you a very mild icy feeling as you apply them, and then it does die down. Like, it doesn't tingle at all, it doesn't burn at all. It's very gentle, mild, cool feeling to the lips, which I kind of appreciate because I'm not really inclined towards tingling or any sort of burning sensation on my lips anymore. So these just are fantastic in that sense. Although these are quite pricey, I think these retail for 899 or 900, I'm not sure. So, you know. This next one, if you remember soft matte lip cream from Miss Claire era, you are the OG. I still remember I had gone to Richmond Road when I was in college. I had asked Nikhil to take me to the Richmond Road at this store, which I don't remember the name of right now. That's the kind of craze Miss Claire soft matte lip cream had created back in the day. And I remember, there were not a lot of brands at all. I think Nykaa Cosmetics came after that and they had their cream lipsticks. Anyways, I digress. These are the new launches from Miss Claire that I want to talk about. These are their Mousse Matte Lip Cream. So I thought that maybe they have reformulated and named this as Mousse Matte Lip Cream, but nope. They still do have their soft matte lip cream, but this is a different version. Now I bought a bunch of shades, I think 4 or 5 shades, and these are two of my favorites. We have Cool Nut and Plum Tart. I hope that by the time you're watching this video, the swatch video might already be up on Shorts, so you guys can check that out if I don't put that here. But let me talk about the formulation. It is very similar to the soft matte lip cream formulation wise, how it goes on, how it feels on the lips. That very lightweight, almost nothing on your lips sort of feeling, but it's just like, I think, 2-3 times more potent and pigmented, rich in color than the soft matte lip cream from Miss Claire. So if you guys want to try it out, I think you should. Shades Cool Nut, very beautiful cool tone brown, and the shade Plum Tart is this very rich, again, plum color, which is going to look beautiful on every skin tone, but specifically on dusky, deeper skin tones. Then I have the Type Beauty's Calm On Serum Skin Tint. I specifically bought it for the packaging. Look at that. And I've used this. This is really nice, lightweight, thin skin tint. I think it has SPF 40 if I'm not wrong. It doesn't say on this packaging over here. Although it is very lightweight, I don't think it's going to last in very hot and humid weather. I am going through postpartum. I am sweating a lot more than usual, and this just immediately wears off on all the areas where I'm sweating. I think even now you can tell that I'm very sweaty. But anyway, so if you have oily combination skin, then this might not be for you. But if you have dry skin, I know my pre-pregnancy skin would have loved this. Especially in colder weather, colder months, this is going to look absolutely beautiful. It's going to give you that glow from within look. And also it's very lightweight, like I said. It's almost skin-like finish. So yeah, keep all of these in mind before you purchase this. Next, we have another base product which I am madly in love with. Like, I have not used or I have not fallen in love with a foundation this quickly in a long time. Like, I remember my first foundation love was the PAC HD liquid foundation, even though I had tried many foundations before that many years ago. And after that, this is the one that has really changed the game for me. I would say it's very just, it's everything that you want in a foundation. Talking about the new launch from Typsy Beauty, this is their Founcealer Flex 3-in-1 base. So it's basically your concealer, foundation and sunscreen as well. I think it's the finish and the shade match that has won me over. It is what I have on my skin right now. And the glow that you're seeing is not from this. It's actually from my blush, which is making me look oily right now. But if you don't do a lot of skin prep, like strobing cream and like very dewy looking moisturizer and all, then on its own it has a very blurring, almost soft matte finish where it looks like you have a filter on. I'm going to try and insert a video here where you can see the actual finish of this, but of course you can alter the finish of any foundation if you apply a strobe cream, etc. But having said that, I love the shade match. The shade match is unreal. The shade that I'm in is light medium warm 05. I think I could have gone a shade lighter than this, but I think it matches me perfectly right now. Maybe in the colder months I can get a shade lighter, but the coverage is just spot on. Again, it's not too much where you're like, I don't want to apply a foundation for today. It's also not very little. It just hits the spot for a foundation, in my opinion. From the finish, the shade match, the coverage, everything is just perfect. And it also comes with, well, it doesn't come with, but they did launch a sponge along with it, and I have it here. Absolutely love it. I love tools. If you don't know, I love brushes, I love sponges, and I want to try every new tool that comes into the market, and this is absolutely beautiful. I love holding this here and then bouncing it. Last but not the least, we have the Mucha Beauty Baked Edit Face Palette, and I'm gonna keep it short and simple. This is beautiful. Okay, the formulation is absolutely incredible. It's so smooth looking, almost airbrushed sort of finish to the face. The only problem is you're probably going to get a broken piece in here somewhere. I have seen a lot of creators, a lot of customers also getting broken piece, and you know, that's an issue because I would love to use this more often, but I don't want to and I can't because I have to be so careful. I need to have the time to be able to carefully open this and then use it because the highlighter in here has come in broken. Again, I have a shorts video already going in detail about the finish, the color, everything. So get this if you're only okay with taking the risk of having one or two pieces in here shattered, because then it becomes difficult to use. Otherwise, if you don't mind, if you're like, I don't care, I just need a beautiful palette, face palette, get it. I mean, it is possible that nothing is broken inside, but it is also possible that it may be broken inside. So, you know, it's your call. Otherwise, just talking about the product, it's beautiful. I just hope that the brand is able to do something where it doesn't break in transit, you know.